Hey guys, we're at the Alive Festival and we just ran into Tom Dunn, and we are about 56 days out from the Take on the World 17 conference, and so we wanted to do a quick little video and talk a little bit about what Tom's going to be talking about at the event and what this topic really means. So Tom, what are you going to be talking about at the conference, and why is this such an important topic?
Well, we were just talking about this a couple minutes ago. So the topic of SRA, or satanic ritual abuse, is something that people have known about for a long time, but it's a subject that the church is afraid of. As soon as you bring it up in certain company, the conversation gets shut down and people become very afraid. People just get weirded out by this issue, and it shouldn't be that way. When we talk about a lot of the fringe topics that are going to be discussed at this conference, people get weird. They're like, oh, that's one of those Christians. Oh, that's one of those guys. I don't, how can I get out of this awkward situation to bring this up? Because, I mean, one of the reasons is because when you admit this stuff is going on, then you can't just go back to watching TV and doing whatever, that you do, and just going to church, and Bible study however many times a
or
week.
Even sit back and support the people who are even involved.
Exactly. So one of the things that I think I'm going to bring out is I'm going to go back to God's Word, and we're going to look at Ezekiel chapter 8 and see what happened there. And we're going to see that, here in the temple, Ezekiel didn't know about it. There were rituals going on in the middle of the night, okay, by the priest. And if you go to the book of Daniel, the political leaders were all involved in the occult. If you look at Pharaoh, most powerful military political leader in the world, was surrounded by satanic magicians, okay? So we see that going on all throughout history, and we can go in other places besides the Bible to find this stuff out, but yet we don't want to believe that this sort of thing is going on in the United States. We don't want to believe that it's going on around the world anywhere. We hear a lot of crazy things. It seems like as soon as something happens, as soon as somebody commits suicide, as soon as something weird happens, in the world, there are conspiracy theorists ready to jump on every single, one of those things and saying there's a reason behind it, it's the Illuminati. That's not true in every case, but we want to ask for discernment. We want to look at God's Word as a guide. That's what I do. God's Word gives me my worldview. And in God's Word, I read that political leaders are involved in the occult. Doesn't mean every single one of them were. Not every single one were in the Bible. But let's start there, and then maybe we can come forward and reach some people in the church and understand that some of these things that we're hearing are true. We just need to vet out what the truth is and what's not. So
awesome. And not only that you're going to be talking about this topic, but David Carrico, Dr. Schnoebelen and Mary Schnoebelen are going to be touching on this as well. So, it is going to be...
John Pounders is going to be there.
Yeah, John Pounders, yep. Yeah. And so we're also going to be having a prayer and deliverance session after this, for anybody that might be afflicted with this, that was involved in these types of things. So I don't know if you want to share a little bit on that, but we're going to have that open up.
Yeah, and what happens at the conferences is people are looking for help. They're looking for answers. They're looking for confirmation about their situation. I'm going to be there, and I can't speak for the other guys, but I'm sure, everybody's going to be there to answer questions, to talk to people, to pray with people. I've been at this conference, or at this festival for a few days, but I even did a counseling session last night for a couple that was desperate to figure out what to do about a family member. So we're constantly getting these requests from people, a lot of spiritual warfare questions mostly, but then also some SRA, satanic ritual abuse questions. So we'll definitely be there to talk to people about that and do whatever we can to help and to pray and to encourage. So.
Awesome. And so just again, go to www.takeontheworld17.com and you'll be able to see the full list of speakers. We have everybody from Rob Skiba, Chad Schafer, all the Now You See TV crew. We have Zach Struharik, We have music from Plaster. We have George Moss going to be doing some music and speaking. So it's going to be a great concert. And